Hello there, Golf Freak here, and welcome back to Casimir III of Poland. We left off. We're kind of working towards settling new lands. New adventures await. Otherwise, it's not looking too good. The hope is that eventually I'll get enough production to start pumping out a decent number of cities. I have good enough gold to where I don't really need to worry too much about troop maintenance and such. So, hopefully I'll be able to afford a nicely sized army. This is a city-state? No, it's just an encampment. I was saying, this is a city-state bust? I'm going to put you over here. So I cross the road, crosses the river. Aww. Oh, well, this other encampment down here. He's building up for a sneak attack? Oh, boy. I wonder who he's going to go for. It's always good to see a settler in an encampment that's not mine. Yeah, sure. I'll get that nutmeg eventually. Try to figure out where I can even go. This way? Sure. What the heck is going on in the chat, guys? Come on. I could send production to Warsaw or food to Warsaw. Let's send more food to Warsaw. We're fattening it up for the slaughter. See, is it the biggest capital? No, it's the second biggest capital. Which is, you know, that's respectable. Considering how many bonuses to growth they have and, like, no limit to happiness. I'll take it. Let's send you this way. So there's no way that this encampment's, or that's still there. The encampment over here might still be there, but that is all. I just realized I sent you away from my guys that you were protecting. That's okay. We'll keep exploring. You guys will just keep pissing off city-states. Although, actually, you may not. Yeah, sure. Research agreements are good. What's our steal time here? 39 turns. Whoop-de-doo. Ooh, there's whales up there. Taking a look around, it might not be too bad. No. I do have 6 tourism, but it's still not great. I should jump into my cities real quick. Let me double check something. So you have 20 production per turn, which isn't great. And you've got 19. Those are locked. Let's lock you. I lock you 2 tiles. Lock you, lock you. Lock. Lock. And finally, lock. That leaves one guy to run around and do whatever he wants until you grow again, which is soon. And you're getting enough food from my trade routes to keep on growing well. Hopefully there's like an island or something over here. That would be perfect, but I doubt that's the case. I don't interact with you guys because you're not exactly talking at anything intelligent in the chat. Oh boy, you guys are getting hit hard. You guys ask questions and stuff. Okay, you keep healing. Old Faithful! Okay, Musicians Guild, and then probably figuring out something until we get a wonder going. Got a great scientist on the way, which is nice. And what I'll end up doing actually is sending him over here, because eventually I'll get an observatory, and we'll have just as much science as over here, except that... Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Except that this city will have more people to send around because it won't have as many specialists as my capital, so it'll be a little bit easier on my capital in terms of people. Oh, Ironworks is actually way better. Get me Ironworks. Yeah, build the forge, because I think I'm going to build most of my land troops there anyway. Who do I consider to be the best Civ in Civ 5? The best Civ in Civ 5, in my mind, is probably Poland. Now, they're not inherently the best, I think. It depends on if you're smart about doing it. But ultimately, they have the most policies, and policies affect everything. I mean, if we take a quick run into it. Tradition, the end of tradition affects growth. And the growth affects pretty much all your other stats. And we have rationalism affects science, which increases your science. And if you have the growth to have lots of specialists, it boosts the science even further. And if you have patronage, you have a lot of patronage, it boosts your science, it boosts your culture, it boosts everything. So they have the potential to be the best because of that. Now, aside from Poland, the next best would probably be Korea or Babylon. One of the two, if you play them correctly. It's really hard to say. Ultimately, the best Civ is you. You can make the worst Civ, the objectively worst Civ, one of the best in the game if you can use their abilities to your advantage. We can opt another policy. I could go for the gold. I could go for the increased great person. Because there's not much else until I get an ideology, which is still a little ways away. I could potentially save it up, but because I'm settling another city, I don't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna send you out over here. Okay. Shoot there, plop you down. This tile, still a couple free guys doing stuff. Oh, I like that, that's pretty good. Okay. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But I'm gonna have to do this. Because he was gonna settle there next turn, I bet. And that would have ruined everything. So, he's down here. I'm glad I kept my troops here. I'll just keep him here. I don't think he's willing to make peace either. So, yeah, you're joking, right? Yeah, I'm gonna die. Yeah, okay. We'll continue the open borders. Keep gun spreading your religion. It's fine by me. Just auto buy cathedrals, I guess. Why not? I'll send you here. Send you here. Send you here. Send you here. So now I have to keep an eye out for Denmark. What's the point of declaring war through the diplomacy tab? The point is that I get to see his face. That's about it. Oh wow, he's got a city all the way over here. Yeesh. So we may be in a perma war for the rest of the game with him. Yeah, Jackie, I'm aware of the petition that you made. I made a video for it, and I've mentioned it at least once during this live stream, so And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's a petition for me to play with Quill. Anyway, let me double check this positioning. I'm not planning on throwing a city over here. And if I did, it'd be a junk city. So I'd want to get the city in access of these truffles. Easy access of the truffles. It's not ultimately necessary. But either way, I will have, if I settle them here, I'll have a fish. I'll gain and lose a fish tile. So if I were to put two cities here, a city over here would be better. But I'm not. So we're just going to set you down right here. And let's purchase a workshop for you. And a lighthouse. And you're good to go. You can build whatever you want. Let's focus on the growth. Build the quarry, build the plantation. Oh boy. You build the road? Excellent. I have a face fetish. You know, I'm almost inclined to say yes, because that is probably the only thing I've ever bothered to look at, so. Anyway. That got weird. Should I upgrade you? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna make this city nice and buffy because it's gonna be the one in the most danger, so I'm probably gonna keep these troops here. And I don't have to cross the ocean. Once I can cross the ocean, I will go for those ruins. I was depressed in the petition video. I didn't think Oh wow! See, we're getting attacked right off the bat. Okay, I have enough money to buy a wall, so we'll do that. And let's build a castle.
It is a newspaper.
I'm so glad I have ranged troops here. That's gonna be so big. And I'm so glad I upgraded them too. You just alert. The ruins are still there. I'm actually gonna get a ruin. Yeah, sure, build the farm. I kinda should probably send you down here. Just to kind of be like a buffer, I guess? Anyway, we got those texts. We'll go for astronomy next. It is important. And then... actually, navigation is probably just as important. Then after that, industrialization, scientific theory. No. Navigation, chemistry, industrialization, scientific theory, fertilizer, military science, rifling, something like that. We'll go something like that. It'll probably change. And I'm stealing in 29 turns. Still 29 turns? Wasn't it 29 turns the last time I checked too? That's a little odd. Oh, come at me, bro. I brought his entire fleet because they're just here because he just wanted the city location. Ugh. That really hurts. Too bad I don't get culture or money from killing these guys. Just XP. Pop. Where does that pop go? Lodz? Yes, it must have, because otherwise I don't think I would have gotten the notification. So here we're going to build a leaning tower. And eventually here we're going to build the Globe Theater. And the reason why I'm doing this is because well, just because of the culture. I'll get more culture in my capital. And I'm going to build, like, the Sydney Opera House eventually. Hopefully, if I get there in time. That's another thing. Well, let's finish these guys off. A 100 people to sign something. So you're comparing it to me is, if you get 100 people to sign a petition, can you play with PewDiePie? Well, considering that PewDiePie is like the biggest guy on YouTube, for reasons that I can't comprehend, nothing against the guy, but I mean he's a good guy. He gives a lot of his proceeds to charity, which, you know, I think is great. And if I was making the money he was making, I'd send a ton of it to charity. But you know, it's not quite that simple. I mean, I want to get around 1,000 before I bother sending the petition to him, or like the link saying, hey, I got this many people. So if I will even be the one to send it, I probably wouldn't even be. But I'd rather, you know, have a lot more than that. And because I have a YouTube channel, it's a little more standing than just a random person. So sometimes you get lucky. Oh, there's... Oh my gosh, a Gatling gun? Ah! Well, I'm gonna attack the Gatling gun, because he keeps attacking me with the Caravel. I can't go through these borders, huh?
Bonjour. J'écoute.
I'm allowing open borders one way. Why would I be doing that?
Excellent.
I guess it does make sense, but... An enemy great prophet is near. Oh my god! I have no military! I can't do it! He's gonna spread his heathen religion against me. That was his plan all along! He tricked me! We don't need a harbor here. At all. Build an amphitheater. We need to kind of work our way up those culture buildings. Make sure I have enough slots. I said slots. But yeah, if we attack... Attacking with ranged stuff is far better while they're on the ocean tiles, because they just take massive hits. Yoink. Mine now. He's trying to convert my people while we're at war. What the heck? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say something, but no. Also, I thought I put the castle to be built here. Yeah, I want that castle built. That's a little higher priority. Do I get XP for doing this? And you can work your way over here. Alright, let's take a look at the demographics. I'm now 5th place in literacy. Wow! So I'm doing pretty good when it comes to tech, which is actually kind of surprising. So hopefully I can continue that pace. And we'll, you know, actually do a little bit more catch-up to them. Yeah, otherwise, it's time for me to cut the video off. Thank you all very much for watching, and God bless.